If there's any sweeter way of winning promotion than away from home at one of your biggest rivals, then I am yet to discover it. Hello and welcome to part 39 of the Bolton Battle. I'm Kev, and hopefully today we're going to win promotion from League 2 away against also promotion chasing Bury, who, like I say, one of our biggest rivals, and they've been a bit of a bogey team for us since we've been up in League 2 as well. They seem to beat us rather. In fact, I feel like they were probably with us down in the conference as well. Does that ring any bells with anyone? You'll have to let me know in the comments. Since you were last with me, it's been going rather well again. We're unbeaten since we played Canvey Island way back in January, which I know I did record that. I don't know if it's one of the ones that made it to YouTube or if it was lost in the disaster. But since then, we're on another unbeaten run. We've beaten the big local rivals, Wigan, 4-1 away from home, who, I mean, they're a mid-table team. They're doing quite well. Carlisle, promotion chasing as well, and we were 6-0 up at half-time in that game. Why are goal scorers not on in here? What is this because of this stupid thing where I had to reset all my settings to get the thing back? What's it called? The match stats. Just to get the match stats back, I've had to lose my goal scorers off here. It's very troubling. There we go. That's what we wanted. So, as you can see, we've got Joe Shaw and Ross Ainley, both in fantastic goal-scoring form. In fact, if we look back over, the last 4 games, Ainley has 4 or 5 goals, and Shaw has 7 goals. So, even though Russell Bay is now fit again, he's not going to be in the team for today's game because those two are in remarkably good form. This is the situation that the league is in at the moment, with 12 games left to go. 10 games left to go. We're 20 points clear of Port Vale in second place and 29 points clear of Carlisle in fourth place, who we've just thumped 6-1. We play third place Bury today. They have a game in hand on us. Anything better than a draw or better will secure us promotion today. And then it'll just be about wrapping things up and finishing off the title. As you can see, the usual suspects are still at the top of their respective tables. In fact, if we look at the goal scorers one, I assume Joe Shaw must be catching up now. Yeah, there he is. Look, 5th place, Joe Shaw, with 17 goals in 16 starts. That's almost as good as Russell Bay's 20 goals from 19 starts. We have some prolific goal scorers at this club, it's fair to say. So Russell Bay is still top scorer at the moment, but he might not be for much longer. Joe Shaw's only 3 goals behind him and is in ridiculous form. So this is the team that we're going to be playing away against big local rivals, Bury. So we've got Jordan Barrett in goal, a back 3 of Del Campo, Thomas and Mr. Beige, White and Alonso as our wing-backs, Durant, Martin and Pennock in midfield. John Jones has picked up a knock. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks with some kind of bruise of some kind. There you go, he's bruised his thigh, bless him. And the aforementioned Shaw and Ainley up front. Aidan Grant is slowly coming back to fitness. He's going to be out for another month or so with his broken toe. Who needs him though? We've got Russell Bay back on the bench. He's just about fit again. So if either of these do have an off game today, we can get Russell Bay into the game quick as possible to try and nab a few goals. I was tempted to bring him in for Ainley today because Ainley's struggling a little bit for fitness, but when you've got average ratings over the last 5 games of 7.9 and 8 and you've scored 12 goals between you in 4 games, it's hard to break up a strike partnership that are doing like that, isn't it? And let's not forget as well, we've got Wayne Pennock who's got 12 goals from 16 starts because he's been playing up front for most of the season. I'm tempted to make him a shadow striker. But let's not mess with things too much. I want to mess. No, let's stick to the winning tactic. If things aren't working out half an hour into the game, then we'll start messing about. Sean Twybe has got the number 9 shirt. I don't even remember who he is. There you go. We signed him on a free transfer from Barnsley 3 years ago. He's never got anywhere near the team before. He's never going to be good enough for us. He's probably on his way at the end. He's not even on a contract. Brilliant. So we've given a non-contract youngster who's never played for us in 3 years the number 9 shirt. Why on earth not? Why didn't Joe Shaw get that? Because Sean Friend had it at the time. That's why. And he's now left the club. Right. Let's get into the game. It's a big one. I want another one where, we've scored 10 goals in our last 2 games. I want another big, high-scoring game, but I've got a feeling it'll probably be one of those where it strings things out a little bit. Like I say, Bury do have a habit of beating us, and they've got probably more to play for than we have at this stage, because they're trying to hold on to that third place position with Carlisle breathing down their neck. They've just seen what we've just done to Carlisle and Wigan, so are probably going to be on their game, and there you go, they're 1-0 up. It's not going to happen today, is it? Hopefully, though, in the second of today's 2 episodes, we'll win promotion, because all that nothing sweet and doing it away. You're right. Should have shown you the Wigan game. They're the proper rivals. We thumped them. Right, so free kick. Busman. You don't see a lot of beta S's in Football Manager. In fact, that might be the first one I've ever seen. Is that what they're called? It's what my German teacher used to call them when we were at school. The beta S. It means a double S, those of you not versed in German, I think. Probably, you'll tell me why I'm wrong, no doubt. Right, Pennock. We're missing John Jones. He links things up so nicely. Perhaps Pennock does need to be a shadow striker. Forget about this playmaker nonsense. Just basically play with 3 up top and whip the crosses in. Alonso does whip a cross in and Ainley can't quite get there. Keeper gets there first. And my trigger finger is itching to change Pennock to a shadow striker, but I just worry that we're just going to become too one-dimensional if we don't have a playmaker in behind the front 2, because we will just rely on the crosses. Having said that, it works quite well, this crossing lark. Cross comes in from White. Ainley gets his 15 for the season, so he's breathing down the neck of Joe Shaw. I mean, realistically, with 10 games to go, we've got not only 4 players who could finish as our top goal scorer, we've got 4 players who could all conceivably still finish as the League 2 top goal scorer. That's the kind of ridiculous season we're having. I think it's without doubt the most dominant season of Football Manager I've ever had. We're on 87 points with 10 games left to go. We've got a penalty as well. Who's going to take it? Pennock, number 10. I think he's number 10, isn't he? Wayne Pennock. There he is. He tucks it away, and what's that for him? That's his 13th goal of the season, so he's not that far behind Ainley. They're all chasing each other down. Should I just play all 4 of them? Just get rid of a defender, play all 4 of them, and say, look, lads, we've got 9 games left. We've already secured promotion. Just see who can score the most goals. There's a trophy on offer. Durant is in saying, don't forget about me. I'm a future Premier League midfielder who is just too good to still be here next year. But I'll just weigh in with a nice classy little finish that no one's expecting from me. So the cross comes in from Alonso, and Durant's just making a late run from midfield, just tucks it away. We're 3-1 up, away against Bury. Promotion is happening today, boys and girls. Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, look, we're 30 points clear of Bury. And they're 3rd place. How? I don't understand how this has happened. I knew this was a good team at the start of the season. And I know we've got a lot of money to spend at this level. I mean, a wage budget of 55 grand a week is extraordinary for League 2. I can't remember the exact details, but if anyone wants to look back in the videos and let me know, I'm pretty sure when we turned up at Ipswich, the budget was only like 70 or 80,000 there. Or am I making that up? It's probably about 200,000. I am making it up. But it feels like we've got a lot of money. We're not spending anywhere near all of it, though. But I think it's safe to say we're probably spending more money on wages than anyone else in the division. But we have the highest attendances, so we're allowed to. It's not like we've got a sugar daddy and we're cheating. But we've stumbled across some good strikers, a really good goalkeeper for this level. 4 years ago, we stumbled across a tactic that seems to work, and it all just seems to be coming together rather nicely. Wesley's going to come on for Thomas, who, by the way, Wesley, not a regular anymore. Gareth Thomas, despite me saying he probably wouldn't play very much, completely established now in the back 3 with Del Campo and Mr. Beige. Joe Shaw's going to come off, and here comes the man himself, Russell Bye. Just coming on to nab himself a couple of goals. Just, these upstarts trying to catch him up. He's not having any of it. He wants that golden boot all for himself. He's not going to do anything, is he? We're not even going to see a highlight. Bigged him up too much. We got any more centre-backs on the bench? I don't think we have. As usual, a lot of wing-backs. We'll bring Finlay Gooden on for Wayne Pennock. Hopefully he will demonstrate once again that he is. And he's also more of a playmaker as well. So Pennock probably should have switched him to shadow striker a little bit at some point, because he doesn't really suit playing as a playmaker. He's a striker, really. We play out of position at midfield. And Gooden will slot in and maybe, just maybe, set something up for Russell Bye. Cross comes in from Durant, and that's your lot. We've beaten Bury 3-1. It was a really uneventful second half, but who cares? Because we're in League 1, everybody. I think. Let's wait for the confirmations to come through. We should have ticker tape on screen around about now. There doesn't seem to be any. Where's it? There we go. That's the one we wanted. Bolton Wanderers have won promotion to the Sky Bet League One. Now, how soon can we win the title? That's the important thing. So, there's 9 games left. We're 20 points clear. Maths. Hold on. 18. What? 8, 9. We can win the. Can we win the title tomorrow? I don't understand. Let's play the next game and I'll try and work it out. I don't think we can. I've got A-level maths, believe it or not. Okay, so we can't win the league today. You all already knew that. I've now worked that out. Probably the fact that Port Vale are 10 points ahead of Bury and we've only just clinched promotion should have been the clue. But I have now worked it out. It's not going to happen today. Worry not. What has happened today is Mr. Beige is away on international duty, so Wesley comes into the back three. Other than that, no changes, other than the fact that I am going to make Wayne Pennock a shadow striker. We're just going goals, goals, goals. That's what we're after, and it might just wreck the whole lot, but we can always move him back. And let's face it, we've already been promoted, so who cares? The board have set our initial budgets for next season, as suspected, with the fairly dodgy financial situation that we now find ourselves in. Inexplicably, I still don't understand how that's happened because I've done as I was told. I'm well within all my budgets, but somehow we've got no money. We're in debt, and the cycle of Bolton going into administration is going to start all over again. For will it be the 3rd or the 4th time in this save that's happened? Ridiculous. But because of that, we've not been given any transfer budget. There's like 12 grand, which is basically the 12 grand we still had knocking around this season. They just rolled it over to next year and said, "Oh God, yay, 12 grand. That'll get you a load of League One players. You keep that. Do what you want with it." But yeah, thank you. Wage budget has gone up to 66,000. It's Ross Ainley's in again. What's that? 16 goals now. I think they're all in the league as well. He is catching everybody up now. He's 1 goal behind Joe Shaw. What is it, 4 goals behind Russell Bye? Who's going to be top goal scorer? Let me know in the comments. What was I saying? Yeah, 66 grand is our new wage budget. The current one is 50 grand. We're only spending like 35 at the moment. So we've got 25, 30 grand's worth of player wages that we can play with for next year. Obviously, a lot of this lot are probably going to have pay rises off the back of promotion. So it'll realistically maybe be around 15 to 20,000. Probably more than that, maybe. Problem is we don't have any transfer budget for signing on fees. I assume we can mess the budgets around a little bit and adjust some of the wage budget into transfer budget to pay signing on fees. There you go. That's why you make Pennock a shadow striker. He's catching everybody up now as well. There's 4 players here who could all be top goal scorer. It's a ridiculous season. I don't understand how it's happened. So yeah, I think what we're looking at is maybe. I mean, how much does a League One player? Believe it or not, I've never managed in League One on Football Manager 16 because we just skipped past it with my dad. He got promoted from League 2 with Exeter and then walked into the Ipswich job in the Championship. Ainley's in again. 17 goals this season now. So League One is completely uncharted territory for me. So I don't know how much a good League One player earns. I don't really know what a good League One player looks like either. So it's going to be a little bit experimental next year. But I don't know, our top players at the moment are earning about 2 grand a week. So if we assume a League One player's about 3 grand a week, maybe, we can maybe bring in 3 or 4. I don't think that we necessarily need a lot when we've absolutely battered League 2 the way we have. And we're not aiming for back-to-back promotions, although if we can get the low knees back, it's possible. But I think 3, 4 good League One, maybe poor Championship players, bring them in, and that'll be the wage budget done then. So it might be one of the first seasons where we've got promoted and not had a massive turnover of players in the summer. Ainley's got his hat-trick. He is on fire. It's ridiculous. He's gone past Joe Shaw now, who's playing with him and must be thinking, I give up. Pennock's probably giving up as well. Russell Bye sat on the bench thinking, this lad's 2 goals behind me now and I can't get on the pitch. Joe Shaw needs to weigh in with a goal today or Bye comes back for our next game. But Ross Ainley, scoring at more than a goal a game since he signed. And bear in mind, he signed as 4th choice striker. There's a Midas touch involved this season. I don't know where it's come from. And I hope it rolls on into League One. I don't expect it to. The pattern so far has been get promoted, have a season of consolidation, then go up the next year. If we can keep on doing that, That puts us in the Premier League in 4 years' time. That'll do. That'll do nicely. 5 years' time, highest ever finish. Save over. Boom. Job done. That 5 seasons, will that take us roughly up to FM17? Almost. Probably short. There you go. Shaw's got his goal, guaranteeing his starting spot for the next game as well. Where are Yeovil in the league? Because, I mean, it's becoming laughable. I'm starting to question the integrity of the save. And I'm doing it, and no, I've not cheated. But I'd be watching this and just thinking, well, this is a joke. How has he done this? Oh, God, I've just invited so many comments, haven't I? Brilliant. I don't know. We've signed players too good for us somehow. Jordan Barrett's been a massive thing. Bringing in the strikers that we have has been a massive thing. And I think, putting it really bluntly, we've got 2 really good wing-backs and we're exploiting the exploit in Football Manager. Not deliberately. We didn't create this tactic to go, deep crossing, that's where you score goals on Football Manager. Let's do some exploiting. It's not like the corner things we all used to do last year because we were rascals. It just seems to have worked out quite nicely this year. I'm going to stop talking myself into a hole now because, shut up, Kev. Right, why have we not got because Mr. Beige is away on international duty, so we don't have a centre back to bring on. I want to get by on somehow. We're 5-1 up. Should we just go 3 strikers? I mean, what's the worst that can happen if we do this? Let's make Russell buy an advance forward. Actually, we'll just stick Shaw in the middle of the 2 as a target man on support. We'll make Russell buy an advance forward, and we'll just say to the 3 of them, you all want to be top goal scorer, don't you? Go be top goal scorer. This is where we lose this game now, and I look like a complete moron. So, what's happening? I mean, 100 points, 100 goals. That's what we're aiming for now, isn't it? There is still stuff to play for. So, does it tell me how many goals we've scored on there? Right, we've scored 97 goals already. So we just need another 3 goals in the last 8 games to get to 100. To get to 100 goals. So that's pretty safe. We need another 8 points. We're going to do 100 points, 100 goals. I don't think I've ever done that before. This is so exciting. Right, we're going to take Shaw off and we'll go back to the proper normal person tactic because it was fun for 10 minutes, but we didn't score any goals, so we're abandoning it. Do we normally have him on attack or support? It's been so long since I've fiddled with that position. I don't even remember. It's probably support, isn't it? That makes more sense. There you go. Master of my own tactic, as you can tell. I'm giddy because we're doing so well. Giddy, I tell you. I'm also giddy because we managed to do an episode 2 days in a row for the first time in like a week. Hopefully a sign of things to come again. Russell Bye is in. What just happened? It's written in the stars that Ross Ainley's going to be top goal scorer out of nowhere. I mean, you'd imagine putting a tenner on him at the start of the season. Oh, yeah, Bolton's 4th choice striker. Yeah, oh, there he goes. Look. He's going to do it. Right, Martin to Gooden wasn't quite there and couldn't get to it. And that looks like that's your lot. Another very entertaining performance from Bolton Wanderers Football Club. 5-1 against Yeovil, who are a mid-table team. We are just thumping everyone left, right and centre at the moment. 92 points. I don't know. If you ask me to explain how we've done this, I don't know. I just don't know how this has happened. Right, we've got 8 games left. Russell Bye's not top scorer in the division anymore. That's a problem. We've got to have a clean sweep. With a season like this, if we don't clean sweep, that's not good. So, Bye's on 20. Top scorer at the moment is at Yeovil on 21. Ainley and Shaw are both on 18 though. So, Pennock we can probably assume is out of this now because he's going to be playing in midfield because John Jones is out for a month or so. So it's between these 3. Which of these 3 is going to finish top goal scorer in League 2? It has to be one of them, surely. I mean, look at these minutes per goals. They're all scoring at a goal a game. Is there a way we can play all 3 of them? Because that would just be awesome. Next episode-wise, I don't think we need to just keep watching thumpings because it gets boring fast. So I think probably what we'll do is the next episode will just be the last game of the season. We'll play Telford, hopefully talk you through how Ainley or Bai or whoever it is has scored another 10 goals and broken records and all sorts of exciting stuff like that. We'll play the last game of the season, dance around with the trophy and do a bit of a season review rather than doing a double match episode, because it just feels a bit like showing off when you've got a run of results like that, and that's just not how I roll. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and thank you very much for watching.